What if I told you that every anxious, self-doubting, overwhelming thought you've ever had in your entire life was actually a complete lie? I know how that sounds. When you're in the middle of a panic spiral about money or your career or a relationship, the danger feels incredibly real. But a few weeks ago, I was scrolling online and I came across a video by mindset coach and author David Byer. And what he said literally shattered the way I look at stress, anxiety, and personal growth. It made so much sense that I started applying it to my life that exact same day. Today, I want to break down Byer's massive aha moment for you. And then I want to share how I've actually built upon it to create a daily practice that has completely rewired my nervous system. So, let's start with David Byer's foundational concept. He explains that as human beings, we are only ever in one of two states of being. You are either in a powerful state or a primal state. A primal state is tied to your sympathetic nervous system. That's your fight, flight, or freeze response. Emotionally, this feels like stress, anxiety, anger, overwhelm, and desperation. When you are in this state, your brain shuts down its creative problem-solving centers. You literally cannot see solutions. A powerful state is tied to your parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. This feels like joy, calm, curiosity, peace, and clarity. This is where intuition and solutions live. And here is the kicker. You cannot be in both states at the same time. It's biologically impossible. You are either in a primal state or a powerful state. Now, here is the part of Byer's video that completely blew my mind. We normally think that external events put us into a primal state. We think, I lost my job, therefore I am stressed. Or, my kids are screaming, therefore I am overwhelmed. But Byer points out that the event itself is just neutral data. The thing that actually throws you into a primal state is the story you are telling yourself about the event. It's the meaning you assign to it. I lost my job, which means I'll never find another one and I'll go broke. And here is David Byer's golden rule. 100% of the time, the thoughts that drive you into a primal state are untrue. Let that sink in. Your nervous system is basically a built-in emotional lie detector. When you feel a negative, heavy emotion, it is simply your body's alarm system going off, trying to warn you that you are currently believing a lie. You are believing an old, hard-coded childhood limitation that simply isn't aligned with reality. To combat this, Byer teaches a brilliant 3-step living meditation. You don't have to sit in a dark room with your eyes closed to do this. You do it while you're walking, while you're working, while you're living. Step 1. Notice. Just notice when you feel bad. Realize you've slipped into a primal state. Step 2. Identify. Look at the exact thought causing it. I'm thinking that I'm not far along enough in my life. Step 3. Acknowledge the lie. Because that thought feels heavy and restrictive, recognize that it is fundamentally untrue. You just say to yourself, that doesn't feel good, so it must not be true. And you drop it. You stop entertaining it. Now, I started doing this, and it was incredible. But I quickly ran into a roadblock. And this is where I've had to build on David's framework to make it work for my own brain. When I would do step 3 and drop the lie, my brain would panic. The human mind hates a vacuum. My brain would scream, okay, if it's not true that we are going to fail, then what is true? Give me the answer right now. And trying to mentally force a positive thought just caused more resistance and put me right back into a primal state. So, I created a 4th step for myself. I call it the creator's anchor. I realized I needed a bridge to get from the reactive, primal mind Back to the creator, powerful mind. When I drop the untrue thought, I do not try to figure out what the actual truth is. Instead, I immediately anchor my brain into the physical, present moment to forcefully reboot my nervous system. I will literally go wash a single dish and focus only on the temperature of the water. Or I will take a sip of coffee and focus on the taste. Or I will just look out the window and name 3 colors I see. By anchoring into the physical present, you give your brain something neutral to do while your nervous system calms down. You naturally slip back into that powerful state. And exactly like Bayer says, once you are back in that relaxed state, the actual true solutions, the great ideas, and the right perspectives just naturally bubble up on their own. You don't have to force them. If you are constantly stressed, stop trying to solve your problems from a place of panic. Your body's just warning you that you're believing a lie. Catch the lie, drop it, anchor into the present moment, and watch how quickly your reality shifts. I highly recommend checking out David Bayer's work if you want to dive deeper into the science of this. Let me know in the comments what lie your anxiety has been telling you lately and how you're going to use this to drop it. Subscribe if this helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.